phones to bring you the best in the world of sports. Today I'm in good company. We have a complete house. The troublesome duo, or should I say the interesting duo, are here in the studios with me. My own colleagues, my own brothers, my own friends, my own family. They are here for us to dissect sports at all angles. I'm talking about none other than Champion Benito, the champion of champions, and Isaac Opoku, a.k.a. the landlord of Ghana football. Guys.
Yes, sir.
And now,
it's a wonderful, fantastic,
super afternoon by our standard.
Benito.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, I'm as usual. God is still the greatest. Everything is fine. It's as though recently the sun is too scorchy. I don't know why. We can feel that heat.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's all good.
Some people are saying the sun is scorchy because Arsenal is probably about to win the league.
That could be a factor. If that is the case, then let me be mute and face that particular thing.
I remember last Wednesday when we came here, we were talking about the future of some of the football clubs like Arsenal being maybe touted to win the English Premiership, and then we also mentioned FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. We had an interesting encounter over here, and James was even the referee of that particular one.
Sure. You know one interesting thing?
Yes, tell me.
He sent that particular video to the platform.
Yes.
When Real Madrid lost that game
against Osasuna.
Yes, and I was like, really, the boys not keeping video right now for that day.
I mean, it's a marathon, but not a sprint.
Sure, exactly.
All is not lost.
Sure, because looking at the point is different. It isn't something huge or something crazy. You get it? And I'm still with that piece. I'm still with that point that until we get to that last breath, Real Madrid isn't slacking. Yes.
Landlord, on the phone is crying. Landlord, what's going on? Tell me. It looks as though you are doing some business deals. Are you signing the player?
Very soon. I want to sign myself to Barcelona. It's all good.
Landlord, what's happening?
Oh, I miss you guys. Last week I wasn't around, so I was watching from afar. I was far away.
Yeah,
in the mountains.
Good see you're enjoying.
How you could do that? It's very nice. I was watching from afar and I saw everything that was going on the platform. So I'm back.
I'm just informing my producer that we have a couple of landlords' videos and his pictures from where he was.
Yes. Our cameras were very close to him.
We'll bring that as well to the fore.
I was far away. I went for some small work, but all the same was good. But I was watching from afar, Benito, yourself, and Benedict, and I saw where James was being the referee, and I saw what was going on the platform too. But it was all good.
Yeah,
it was all good.
We always miss you when you're not around there. But when you're around too, we don't want you to be around much. We'll get into the meat of things, and then I'm talking about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. When they let go of their coach Karim Zito, this has become a case of Obi Mpe, Obi Pe. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko let go of their coach. And guess who has gone for him now? Coach Karim Zito has recently, or now he's with Ashanti Gold. Do you remember Ashanti Gold? They are no longer in the Premier League, but maybe you might be seeing them soon. Come next season, will they make their anticipated return to the upper echelons of Ghanaian football? It remains to be seen. But Ashanti Gold has signed Coach Karim Zito Benito.
Yes, as usual, very good afternoon to our cherished viewers, and we sincerely appreciate their effort and their time. It is a good one for FC Ashanti Gold. We'll get a proper time and delve deeper into this whole situation of FC Ashanti Gold and Ashanti Gold Sporting Club. They are two different entities with similar names, yes. With the Ashanti Gold Sporting Club, it is no more, because right after their issue, the supposed match fixing scandal, which involved that Ashanti Gold and Entire Lies, there have been so many stories around it, and to cut it short, it was confirmed and it was officially informed that the Ashanti Gold SC is no more a member of the Ghana Football Association. Yes, it's been indefinitely suspended, and so through the means of some top people and some top hierarchies in and around Obuasi, had to bring into the light a new club, and so moving FC Ashanti Gold to Obuasi. There's a whole discussion on probably another day. And talking of Coach Karim Zito joining FC Ashanti Gold, I want to be very careful.
FC Ashanti
FC
Gold.
Ashanti
So
Gold.
not Ashanti Gold.
SC.
Matthias.
Exactly. That is the point.
But this, when you are done with your submission, we'll talk about the role of the club licensing board in this particular one too as well.
Okay.
Because we've seen, we just talked about someone last week who has also now gone to procure a team. He had Lagos Cities.
Yeah.
There were issues surrounding payment of players, and then Lagos Cities went to relegation. Now this particular season, he's actually gone before the beginning of the season. He went to procure 11 Wonders, and then now the same 11 Wonders having the same issues of the inability to pay players. So with the club licensing board, watch this and then move on. So Ashanti Gold, same. We have the same Ash Gold, but whether it is SC or FC, whether we have the same board of directors that are running the club, these investigations.
Yes, with the issue of Ashanti Gold SC and FC Ashanti Gold, it's entirely a different thing. Unlike the story of 11 Wonders and Lagos Cities, with Ashanti Gold SC, the club has been demolished. Like, it is no more. We do not have Ashanti Gold SC anymore in the Ghana football.
The club is extinct.
Okay, maybe that is a technical
So
word.
all their previous titles,
yes,
everything, it has gone to
exactly.
And now I'm being told that there is even 04 in addition to the FC Ashanti Gold.
Okay, without one too, there is more to it, because through the registration process, in fact, from the beginning, it was FC Ashanti Gold 04. But then after several consultations, and I can confidently say that through the consultation from some top people within the Ghana Football Association, told the new administrators and the new managers of this FC Ashanti Gold to just name it FC Ashanti Gold instead of the 04.
Why?
There is more to it. Probably.
Tell me.
Oh, if you want to delve deeper into this whole situation, it would take enough of our time.
It will take days.
Yes.
But my producer is just giving us a.
Oh, but your name will be very discussing. So we are talking about Coach Karim Zito. Yes. And Tomakata Nyoma Bebre. So yes. And Ghana football. Anyways, so Coach Karim Zito joining Ashanti Gold, FC Ashanti Gold, and from where I'm coming from, I do not want to be adding the 04. So let's take to FC Ashanti Gold. I think
they have
that
the
will
same
help
sponsors as well.
Without one to because as of now, this share sponsor isn't paying anything to the club. As of now. But then, since it is based in Obuasi and it is one of their greatest companies in Obuasi, they thought
the club is paying respect.
Exactly.
But
I know that there are conversations that is in the pipeline. That is the political people will say. So hopefully, when they gain promotion to the Premier League, they will be getting some amount of money in dollars. From the Anglo Gold Ashanti company. Yes, I know that conversation is underway, and let's see how it goes. Now back to the main issue. Coach Karim Zito.
Yes.
It is as if we wanted to shift the attention from the personality.
It was intentional. I mean, Coach Karim Zito, excellent personality, excellent profile of a man, excellent manager. But then we need to also sometimes bring in the twist of where he's going and what the club stands for as well.
Hopefully on Friday we will talk more about this whole situation of FC Ashanti Gold and Ashanti Gold SC. So onto the coach. It is of no news to people like us, because I know him that with these new investors and the new managers of FC Ashanti Gold, he's more or less like a godfather to one of the co-owners. Yes, I know this thing personally. And so right from the purchase of a team, moving it to Obuasi, naming it FC Ashanti Gold, this man had a hand in it. Yes, giving them guidelines, giving them the technicalities of all these situations. And so I can say that he knew everything that was going on in and around FC Ashanti Gold. And even during his time at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, whenever he has days off, he goes to their training grounds, give them some sort of advices, and then school their coaches. I know all those things. And yes.
Even before he was the manager of
Exactly. Even before his exit, he was running to and fro to Obuasi and giving them all those pep talks. So it isn't something new. But then, as of now, they make it official, and he's now an official member of the technical team.
Yeah.
I know that the assistant coach in Imoro has been doing fantastically well, because as of now, in that particular zone in the Division 1, they are the league leaders with about 40 points after 20 matches or so. And then it is of their main target to qualify for the main stream, that is the Ghana Premier League, because since the exit of the Ashanti Gold SC, I know that the people of Obuasi are missing that atmosphere and the ambience when talking of Ghana football. You know, there were these rivalries. Kotoko, Ashanti Gold, Ashanti Regional Derby, Kotoko Heart of Folk, or Ashanti Gold SC Heart of Folk. All these things are missing out in Obuasi. And so these new managers want to bring back that particular atmosphere in and around Obuasi. And I must commend the traditional leaders of Obuasi too. They are paying much attention to this project. And to some extent, their municipal executive. Yeah, it has to. They want
the baby of the whole
exactly. Since the old Ashanti Gold SC was a traditional club, they want to inculcate that particular spirit in this FC Ashanti Gold, one way or the other, making it a new traditional club in Obuasi. And with that collective effort, I strongly believe that they can qualify to the Ghana Premier League. Most especially looking at their technical team and the kind of recruitment that they are doing. They now have Richard Bodo Agadas. They have Mpim Da Costa. They have
they have all these players.
Yes, they have all these players
in the Division 1.
Exactly. So
Bodo Agadas from
Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He went off shores Ghana.
Yes.
Coming back, he's with
solid midfielder.
Ashanti Gold. Yes.
And they have Mpim Da Costa.
He's seen it all.
Done it all.
He played for that previous Ashanti Gold SC. He went on to he passed through Nations FC with
won the league
exactly. And so it tells us one thing, that their vision is for the Premier League. No disrespect to the Division 1, but with all this investment, I know that it isn't a Division 1 league investment that they are doing. And adding up onto their technical team in Coach Karim Zito is a plus, and it's a step in the right direction.
A step indeed in the right direction. This show is also taking a step in the right direction by informing you, allowing you to bring your comments, your thoughts, your suggestions to us via WhatsApp. Text us on 0500500421. The WhatsApp number is 0500500421. You'll be able to send us a message and we'll be kind enough to read it for you. Let us know what you think about Coach Karim Zito and his joining of Kumasi, his joining of FC Anglo Gold Ashanti. Whether the old 04 is added or not, remains to be seen. One guy that has been quiet in the studios here today is Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. Guys, landlord, let me hear your thoughts on this particular one.
All right, thank you very much. Let's greet our people watching us live on Facebook and also Clock TV. We are always grateful for the good feedback. I think it's a very good one for Ashanti Gold. We all know the old one, what happened and what transpired and that brought that bad result for them. I think it's a very good one. Benito have said it all. We're just hoping that in the next season we'll see them in the Ghana Premier League because of the investment, as Benito was saying, is a very good investment. When I saw Agadas over there, I think so. Okay, fine. These people are up to something. I was just checking their list of players, and you could see that they are into these old guys who were playing the Ghana Premier League, who went outside and they are back into the system. So I think it's good. Mpim Da Costa, I've known this guy, very smallish, playing right back for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and also the centre back for. So I think it's a very good one. For Coach Karim Zito also going there to add up to the squad, and I think Nanaya is a very good one. Let's hope by the end of the season we'll see them in the Division 1 because we miss them a lot. Right now, King Faisal is not in the league, so we don't have any Ashanti derby in the Ghana Premier League. Olympics 2 is not around, so we don't have any Accra derby. When we talk about
proper,
good. When we talk about this,
not with respect to all the other clubs, but when we talk about the traditional Greater Accra derby,
you can't go without
Accra Hearts of Oak and Olympics.
When you talk about the Ashanti derby, so you can't go without Kotoko and Ashanti Goats. I think we're just hoping and pray that at the end of the season we will see them back into the Ghana Premier. Because now these are some of the teams now. Although the name is changed, management has changed. No, these are some of the teams that when they are in the Premier League, it brings a lot. I remember very well when I was growing up, when you take Kumasi Sports Stadium, you take Accra Sports Stadium, and these 4 stadiums that we built during the AFCON 2008 now. You can't go away with Obuasi and Clogsports Stadium.
Hey,
they have a good facilities.
That's produced talent.
We need to talk about play. Yes. Where will FC Anglo Gold Ashanti 04 or whether the 04
FC Ashanti Gold?
Where will they be playing?
I'm sure.
Yes, initially they were playing at the Bekwai Jemfi Heroes Park, but then they moved to Lenkley Sports Stadium until the sudden thing happened, facing banned for 5 matches. So they are now reverting to Bekwai Stadium.
The Bekwai Stadium,
yes,
close to Pramaso.
Sure.
Interesting.
But then their home grounds, obviously, is the Lenkley Sports Stadium.
That's their home ground.
Yes. Okay. They are just facing 5 matches ban. That is why they are reverting to the
Bekwai Stadium. Another ban.
Yes, 5 matches ban. Yes.
These people, landlord. You continue.
As Benito, that stadium itself has really produced a lot of players very well. I've been there once. They have a very good facilities. When you go to that stadium, you think that you are at Signal Eduna Park, because when you go to Signal Eduna Park, everything is yellow and black over there. Yes, that's the same thing that happens to the Obuasi and Clogsports. So we'll miss them. We're just hoping that at the end of the season they will come into the Ghana Premier League so that we are good to go.
All right. With that being said, reminder as well that we're also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. If you want to join us on social media, just go to Facebook or YouTube. Just look for Clock TV and you'll be able to watch us live and in color. Moving on, Hearts of Oak, one of your favorite team, they are going to find out whether they can actually they can actually continue, I should say, their Bibiani Gold Stars curse, because it looks as though they've played about 10 times. Hearts of Oak has won 4, drawn 4, lost 2. And at the dance park, Hearts of Oak, it looks like they are invincible over there. They don't lose. So the BNB Gold Stars are actually aiming to break the Hearts of Oak dance park hoodoo on Sunday. What are your thoughts?
Well, now, I said this thing previous weeks, but I'll say this thing. For Hearts of Oak matches that has left now, almost like, is it 8 or 9? I stand to be correct. But the rest, if Hearts of Oak doesn't take time, on the board draw. The reason being is that they are not ready to lift the trophy. For them scoring Kumasi Asante Kotoko at Baba Yara Sports Stadium name, they were just doing it for fun. They wanted to please their supporters that their team is good, but now the team itself is not ready to play at the CAF Confederation. The reason being is I was at the stadium last week Sunday watching against Bekum Chelsea. Nanaya, a team that is serious to win the league. The game that they played against Kumasi Asante Kotoko compared to the
when
one
they were even one man down for majority of the
compared to when they play against Bekum Chelsea, it seems like nothing was at stake.
Fatigue?
No, there's no fatigue. It's normal. They play. There's no fatigue. People were saying they use all their strength against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But I was telling someone, the team is not ready to go to Africa, so they will just be giving points out. They were playing as if nothing was at stake. But it was a good game. We saw some saves where Benjamin Asare did at the Legon Sports Stadium. I won't be surprised if Hearts of Oak lose or draw against Bibiani Gold Stars at the dance park, because they are not ready to play in the CAF Confederation, or they are not ready to leave the trophy, because they know one, Omo band CCR, they have a band. Now we need a typical striker. Hearts of Oak, I will always say
Hamza Issa is around. Hey, he's doing well, isn't he?
I'm not downplaying Hamza Issa. He's a very good player. But when we talk about you need a striker, look at this Arsenal player, Gyökeres.
Yes.
Look at this man's Atletico de Madrid striker, the one who looks like Haaland.
Soloth.
Alexander Soloth.
Yesterday he scored hat-trick in their playoff. These are the strikers that we need. Look at Albert Amwa. Look at Kwame Puku. These are the strikers House of Folk need. Because we have all the players. Hussein is there.
But you had Cisse.
Who's Cisse?
Cisse.
Those people, they came to just have fun in Ghana. Cisse, Linda, Otanga, because I was saying they were good players. Otanga was a very good player. Other ones, no, they were very good, but they came to, for me. I think they came to have.
I
fun.
remember even before that, the players that you are talking about. If you want to take top strikers, Hearts of Folk had one.
And the player was very good.
I'm even talking about Kofi Koji. Kofi Koji of
he came to pay his dues in the some of Hearts of Folk. I bet you go to take him or try and far. So now let's be specific.
But let's see, Benito. This is something interesting. He's mentioned about 6 strikers whom, if you should actually take them to any other Ghana Premier League team, any other traditional top Ghana Premier League team, they are likely to do well. So let's look at Hearts of Folk and their treatment of their strikers as well. Because in that same season, we've seen you develop defenders like Osei Sibe. We've seen you develop
Ali Mohammed.
Exactly. We've even seen you develop midfielders in Salim Mohammed as well, and the likes who have already left the club. But now let's look at the forward line. You've had Hamza Issa, you've had Cisse, you've had Linda Mtange, you've had Kofi, even going as far back as Kofi Koji, who initially, when he was playing for the club, he was scoring every other game. And he seemed to be one of the most potent strikers that we've had.
Kofi
Obing Jr. was there as well. All these people. But it's the treatment. When Kofi Koji, I'm using him in relation because he was one of the finest strikers Accra Hearts of Folk had. He came in at a time when he was just about 25 years of age at the peak of his prowess going in there. And then he scored about 14 goals in the Ghana Premier League. The next season, before we saw, they had shifted him to Muaita SC in Qatar. So if you don't treat the players that you have well, and then at the slightest opportunity, you are shipping them, you'll be left with scraps. That's why you do not have the quality strikers that there is.
And I think it's a very good submission that you've given, but I feel like House of Folk need to improve. In the history of House of Folk, I stand to be corrected, the best strikers they've ever had is Ishmaelado.
Yes.
Then I think Mahatma also came to do a little bit, but I will
just as well, honorable mention.
Prince Tego.
Okay, I think I'll go for 2, Prince Tego and Mahatma and then Ishmaelado. These are I didn't see a lot of videos about them, but what I heard there, I'll just go for these 2 people. We need to improve. And they have a team. House of Folk is, I always tell Benito say, in the House of Folk team there, it's like Arsenal. Each and every position, they have 2 players. When Esibe is not playing, they have Daniel Frani. If Ali is not playing, they can push Baba Adamu and go and play over there. If Baba Adamu is not playing at the left back, Ransford Osei can play over there. If Michael Amankwa is not playing at the right back, Amankwa Befi can play over there. So they have a lot of players. The problem is the strikers. So they need to work on it. For me, what I've seen the previous weeks now, they are not ready to lift the trophy.
Benito, quickly.
Yes, I'll be talking of about the game itself, but you raise a valid concern, talking of how they treat their strikers, especially. I am privy to this letter. That is, it is a rift between Hearts of Folk, the entire team, and Hamza Issa and his management. Yes. The problem is how to manage them. That has been their problem. Do you know that even before their game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Hamza Issa nearly boycotted that game? Yes, because this is the issue. He has a chance to go for a trial in a particular club. Hearts of Folk doesn't want him to go. His management, they've already signed the agreement for him to leave the country. So as of now, it is a canker between the management, the player itself, and the club. So psychologically, Hamza Issa isn't sound to play for. Here. Yes, he's not here to play for the club again. Similar thing happened to Albert Amwa. it is because of how our football.
That's why he went and he came back.
Yes.
And then they played him, and then other players started getting angry, and they don't want to show up for Kotoko.
You see how we manage situations. I understand. Circumstances within our league isn't all that good. Agreed. But we have some clubs that can, this man management. It is becoming the biggest problem of our so-called biggest clubs. That is why, in this recent time, I do not realistically see Hartlepool winning the league. Realistically. Even though with the points gap and points difference, you can say that they are in for the league, yes. But realistically, because this issue of man management, it is a problem for Kotoko, for Hartlepool, whereas the relatively smaller clubs are able to do these things. So until they are able to solve these problems, you maybe say if I don't know if you have personal relationship with Prince Tegu, at some point you do not speak good things about the club because of this same treatment. Kofi Koji faced similar thing. Daniel Efriye faced similar situation. Now it is Hamza Issa. So what at all is the problem that it is Kojo Obin Jr. They all face similar challenge. So what at all is that problem? And before God and man, before a team becomes successful, the major part depends on their striking force. I know midfielders can be scoring, defenders can be. Go through the archives of Hartlepool. In their last 10 games, if they score more than 2, there is a defender scoring. Isn't that a problem?
It's a problem.
Yes. So how would they solve that problem? For you to treat your strikers well, psychologically, they are ready to play for you. But then in about 2 months, Hamza Issa has been in the news with negative reasons. At first, it was because they were owing him some salaries. They needed to pay him. He boycotted. He left the clubhouse and whole staff. At this point in time, he wants to go for a trial. They are resisting him from going. Psychologically, the boy feels that my boy team, you see that mentality.
Yeah.
So the man management aspect, I do not know if they have psychologists. I do not know. I stand to be corrected. If you
what
know
they
that
do have is very, very good club facilities. Benito, we'll put a pin in what you're saying right now. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, maybe more review. We'll still pick it up from where.
Yeah, sure.
We'll be back after this break. Yes, and we are back. You're still on the nation's ultimate and number one sports show. My name is Nanaya Asari. I'm here with the champion of champions, champion Benito, and Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana Sports. And we've been talking about Accra Hearts of Oak and their treatment of their forward lines. We are still delving deeper into all angles of sports. Benito, you had the floor, and you were just talking about. We've talked about Anglo Gold Ashanti and Ashanti Gold FC and all those things. Now we are on Accra Hearts of Oak. They're on the receiving line now.
Sometimes it pains my heart because a club like Hearts of Oak shouldn't repeating such mistakes.
Yeah.
If for nothing, they've given like 5 instances. And then why? One thing I believe in, if something happens for once, you can be pardoned as though it was a mistake. But if something persistently keep happening, you can't call it a mistake or what. And so it is up to Hearts of Oak that they work on all those situations. And I asked that question. I still need an answer. This can't be rhetorical. I do not know if Hearts of Oak are having a psychologist. I don't know.
But what we said they do have is very
good facilities.
Yes. No, there's no two ways about that. And, the Pobiman, it is one of the greatest facilities in the Ghana football. Yes. Not even Kotoko. And so now to their game, Ibiani Gold Stars hosting Hearts of Oak. I just went through the league table, and it is between the best performing home team and the best performing away team. Gold Stars is the best performing home team in this season's Ghana Premier League, whereas Hearts of Oak is the best performing away club. And so it could clearly project how that game would be. Personally, I have an interest in that game because right after that game, it would project how the league table would be after that game. Because whoever wins establishes a point. If it goes for BBN Gold Stars, it means that they will be having 45 points.
They will be level on points with Mediama.
Exactly, with
Mediama's game ends.
Sure, probably in a drawn game or they have a defeat. Whereas Hearts of Oak, as of now, when you go through the corridors of Hearts of Oak, they think that they can win the league. Most especially after winning against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But then I still hold my peace. Realistically, it cannot happen. But let's take it like that.
Even Kumasi Asante Kotoko still hope that they can win the league. We have 9 games to go, 27 points to get. And then,
exactly.
They are just, should I say, 7 points. 27 points. They are just 7 points.
You are right.
Off top spot.
Sure. That is from the analytical point of view. But realistically, these two clubs are not ready. And why? If I am to choose a club to represent Ghana in Africa, it is Mediama.
100%.
Yes. It is Mediama. With the kind of investment. They've been there before. We saw their exploit. At this point,
semi-final.
And fortunately, I met their owner last Saturday at a funeral. And I had an engagement with him. And one interesting thing was that he told me, even though it's not for the program, but for the sake of our viewers, he said it point blank that they are ready for the league. And not just clinching the league, but listen to his statement. I am paraphrasing it. Not just the league, but to add an important thing to Ghana Premier League. Listen carefully. They are ready to win the league. And it is not as if they are just clinching the league. No. But to add an important thing to Ghana football or Ghana Premier League. And what is that important thing? It means that going for Africa, that is in the CAF Champions League. The important thing is to bring glory to Ghana. And if a football owner or a football club manager tells you this thing, it shows how ready they are. And realistically, they are in the pole position to clinch the Ghana Premier League. Quick one on the coverage. Maybe we'll be talking more on it probably on Friday. But I have problem with this whole coverage thing. I went through the official TV exhibition or something, and much of such caliber wouldn't be aired live. Gold Stars and Hearts of Oak wouldn't be aired live. Normal Kotoko game. No disrespect. But what importance would that game have or
on
what
title.
on the league table, on the title race. Gold Stars wants to win the league. 3 points is at stake. Hartlepool feels that they can win the league. 3 points is at stake. And with all these circumstances, you overlook that game and wants to air Kotoko's game. For what? What is the interest?
Well now let's also take things from a different angle. Maybe what has been the response in trying to host? You remember there was a time that media men were sacked from stadiums because they wanted to record or view telecast or televised matches. We've seen that in the Ghana Premier League. We've seen some clubs having a kind of reputation for I want to just use the right words, for causing, should I say, for the lack of a better term, chaos when it comes to media presentation. So sometimes some of these things affect, but under normal circumstances, what should be is the ratings of the game, the number, how it is piquing public interest before you select the viewership rights for which one to be shown.
Yes, that is from the technical aspect.
Yes.
And so I do not know the criteria they consider before airing our Ghana League. And even with that, right from the start of the season, they communicated that in every match week, 3 matches will be shown. Is that not it?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's what they told us.
Yes, one the Becca 2.
Say number 1.
You see our problem. You see our problem.
At times they don't even show, they just tell us weather condition, they just release a communique.
What at all? In fact, what is the color of our problem? But then, yet to what? You see a better league, you know, in fact, this is our own, let's cherish it. How can you cherish something that is non-charitable?
Yeah.
I'm sure I got the English right.
Yeah, it's
Spot on. Landlord, your English teacher is not concerned. You got it spot on.
I do not understand these things.
You can't think far.
Because, and why? What we are not will be crying. But then, match of this caliber, Gold Stars to 4. No disrespect to Kotoko and Vision's game. No disrespect. But I've given you like 3 instances. Why that game
it has a toll on our league table.
Yes.
But, comparatively, looking at the weight of the BBN Gold Stars and the game at Dance Park, Accra to Folk, that is, if I can put it, more significant. Has a more significant bearing on the league table than that particular one.
Yes.
So, let's just
maybe they will revise their notes.
Maybe they'll revise.
But before Friday, they can bring a new communique.
We do hope that they do. But what we also hope that is going to happen is in our next story, and it's a problem that's been highlighted, and it says that by the GFA president, coaching and refereeing still a major problem in Ghana football. Coaching and refereeing still a major problem in Ghana football. The GFA president said that we are trying to mitigate some of the problems by introducing, for instance, the refereeing. We are introducing the Catch Them Young initiative. So Catch Them Young initiative to actually help in this making Ghanaian football more attractive. That's for the refereeing, catching the referees young, and then they shall be ours forever in terms of quality and then integrity. Landlord.
And I think there is one of the initiatives that I saw, which I was very happy, because right now we have young kids who have this passion for referee. And I think I saw one of the games where I saw this young guy refereeing one of the Division 1 or 2 games, and you could see clearly from the line 1 to line 2 to the center referee, they are all just Catch Them Young people. And it's a very good initiative. The old people are fading. And we have, how do you call it? We have this young chap who always look up to, I want to be like William Agbofi. I want to be like David Lai. I want to be like this kind of people. So I think if we've been able to groom them right now, it's a very good point. But Nana, me, as I sit here, I will always say this thing. My only problem is consistency. It's consistency. A typical example, let's say if the GFA president, the term of office has come to pass, and a new GFA president comes up, is he going to continue what is going on right now?
Yes. Whoever that takes over will continue.
Should continue.
Will continue. we will continue.
Let's be realistic.
Yes, whoever that takes over from them will continue.
What makes you say that?
Good, because it is now a policy that has been written as something that wouldn't be cancelled. I don't know if you understand.
I understand. Though. Let's take this in the bigger picture. We've seen that MPP they come with free SHS. Yeah. NDC they come with their own projects. And sometimes the policies are continued. For instance, free SHS is still in the run, and although it's a little bit modified. Now, let's take something like one district, one factory. It was a policy. Yeah. Now NDC comes with a different policy. We are not talking about politics. We are talking about sports.
We are just talking about general
things. Things. But when regimes come, definitely it is not, if I can say, conk. It is not cast in stone that they are going to follow maybe the success traits of their previous predecessors.
Yeah, you are right. But then the only thing that makes me confident about this is that, let me choose my words carefully. But then whoever that takes over from Clogsports will continue with this policy, because it is now inducted in the systems of Ghana Football Association.
Okay.
That if for nothing, Ghana should be seen or should be known by this. Agreed. Clogsports introduced that policy.
Yeah.
But in the wider picture, they wanted to be as a Ghanaian introduce something, Ghanaian initiative. You know that recently the Moroccans are also practicing something.
The Catch Them Young initiative.
Yes. And it is gradually, growing across major parts of the Western African countries. And so I am confident that since it is inducted within the policies of the GFA, whoever that takes over will continue.
So it has become some sort of like the National Health Insurance, something that was implemented.
We can take it like that. Yes,
now
we can take it like that.
There for everybody.
Forever.
I think Nana Pia, what Benito has said, I think is a very good news.
It gives you confidence.
Nana, I'm very happy. So for us, at first, when we talk about Ghana, we all know it's all about football. But right now, Oka Ghana once more, you could see that we are coming up with this upcoming referees. So I think it's a very good news. I always say this when I saw the news about this Catch Them Young, it is very nice. Let's hope we'll teach them the right thing and the right to so that they will come. Look at what this referee, the Kotokoni Asman, what is his name?
Daniel
Lai. Brilliant. Right now, we believe, when we are calling referees for the World Cup, now we're just hoping that we will take him. He delivered perfectly at the AFCON that went on last year. So he did.
The Nigerian fans don't want to hear his name.
So we'll see you'll be on the power.
They were just sentimental. Leave them. They were reacting based on sentiment.
So I think it's normal. So it's a very good call for the GFA and the young kids. I'm just hoping that. And these white people, when they see that you have talent, they will not even worry yourself. Don't put it in school. What did they see school them? This is his talent. What did they find the right path in this one? He's good to go. As maybe let's give them 15 years or 10 years to come. We have people officiating matches in Europe, AFCON, World Cup and stuff like that. So I think it's a very good initiative.
So what's the criteria for selection? It means you can blow the whistle very hard.
And why? Basically, this issue of coaching and refereeing. First is your availability and your interest. If you just pronounce that I'm interested in becoming a referee, I'm interested in becoming a coach, that is where you would, get the needed training and guidance. So it's not like be anywhere but want to know blow his
Anyway, but we've tackled the aspect of refereeing. We've not looked at the aspect of coaching as well.
And why this particular story it is too ambiguous, because I do not know why the president will say that it's a major problem. Was that his statement?
Yes, there's a problem. He's sort of saying that there's a problem of coaching and refereeing in Ghana.
Well, that is his opinion. But realistically, in the last 1 year, I do not want to compare generations. because if we start doing comparison, obviously we would get to know that indeed there is a major problem within these sectors. But truthfully, there's been an improvement. Talking of coaching and refereeing. Because gone are the days where Ghanaian referees, after games, during their post-matches, they will be saying, we give glory to God, we won and stuff. But in this recent times, you hear coaches talking tactics. Within the first 15 minutes, it was a 4-3-3 formation. I saw that my opponent were sitting deeper, so I needed to, vary the tactics to this, to that.
Yeah.
It tells us that gradually we are getting there. Because this isn't about no. Football is tactical. And the moment we've seen coaches like Nana Jiman of Vision FC, Didi Dramani, Coach Karim Zito, we can name them. They are now talking tactics. They will show you how Mauliwayo got a ball, he was able to score from a particular angle and stuff. Yes, it tells us that we are gradually getting there. And with the issue of refereeing, we all know what happened during the analysis expose. It brought serious indictment to the issue of refereeing. When you talk to someone and you say you are a Ghanaian referee, it brings some shyness onto you. But in recent times, we've had Daniel Lai officiating in AFCON semi-final. Maybe we've forgotten about the caliber of the game. It was between Nigeria, the finalists in the last edition, and Morocco, the host country. Just imagine how intense that game was. But this man officiated it very well. In fact, that is my opinion. I do not know how people will.
The Nigerians have a different opinion about
leave
that.
Them. They are just reacting based on sentiment.
In case people do not understand what we are talking about, this particular one, let me read a story that is online for this. They say that the GFA President Simon Okreko has pinpointed refereeing and coaching as two key areas demanding urgent attention and Ghanaian football needs to progress. He says
I love that lead.
He says that these two key areas need the two key areas needed are refereeing and coaching. Okreko stated. He said, "I have never been happy with coaching, and I have not stopped talking about this. When I say coaching standards in Ghana has been really poor, I really mean it." This is what he's saying. He said that at the sidelines of the ongoing CAF license A coaching course at the Ghana Masogas Center of Excellence in Pram. Okreko recalled that during the FA's 2023 Congress in Kumasi, the Executive Council outlined plans to address fundamental gaps within the country's football ecosystem. So he's sort of reiterated some of these things. He says that the CAF license A program at Pram represents part of GFA's broader modern strategy to address coaching deficiencies by equipping technical handlers with modern methods, improve tactical knowledge and best practices.
Maybe these words were just to urge them do more. Because no one can convince me that in the last 2 years our coaches have been bad. No,
and our referees have
there've been massive improvement, and then I commend them by those actions. But we can still do more. I find it very hilarious that there is more room for improvement. Yes, there is more room for improvement.
Within 100, and so still
there is more room for improvement.
You can do better.
You get it. But this man is really doing well. Ketokraku, yes. Most especially with the initiative of Catch Them Young. It is one of the best things that has happened to Ghana football.
My producer is just shouting that Yakubu should manage. We should just manage what we have now.
Yes.
You feel like he's going to die, but
Yakubu manage for us. Yakubu manage for us, and that is the whole thing. That is the whole thing. Just that we still, as we already said, there is more room for improvement, and we can do more. We can do more.
We can do more. Landlord, do you want to put a pin in this before we move on to?
I said it all. What he is doing, I think, is a very good one. Work. Almost like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, he met with the GFA president, the IGP, just to strengthen the security system in the Ghana Premier League. So I think he's in for good things and stuff like that. We just hope that the person who comes will continue. We saw what Kwesi Nyantakyi did, but it was unfortunate when Anna's expose came Kurt came holding it back to back and stuff like that. I think it has made the excitement and also attractiveness of Ghana football very lovely. Quick one on something. Yesterday I saw pictures of where the Black Queens are being camped in Dubai. When I saw the pictures, I said, wow, finally we are getting there. Look at the dressing that they were taking to Dubai. Our first year camper, Benito can testify to this. Year camp naturally, you could see the bags and the dresses is not attractive. But these are bags where Mbappe Mukrebi. I saw this young chap, the lady behind is it Sharon? Sharon. TikTok game. Yeah, Sharon. Ran, I'm not crashing on Doris, I'm crashing on Sharon.
That will be better for you. That will be better for you.
I've changed my card. Now you could see the dressing, you could see the drip. Nice, lovely. I saw it on the GFA page. I'm saying, wow, we are going. We will get there. That was how I always go with my 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. As time goes on, you could see clearly, boom, we've gotten there.
I know we've not planned to talk about this, but just because we've talked about the Black Queens, what's happening to Frida, you see? And her...
Frida, I'm a concert when you do.
That is too harsh. Concert.
They say I've been watching his videos where he does these YouTube videos where we'll be having fun.
She's been doing that since.
But I said, no more. But Nana is a very good player.
Yeah.
When you talk about a player who can control and stuff, he's good. But I don't know what is wrong. Each and every coach has a style of play. Nora came. Nora called her once, but I start Yanfeni B. And this man too is. But Nana, we have players who are not better than Frida, but who has the same qualities as Frida. This Sharon girl is a very good player. Yeah. And there's Chantel,
yes.
Very good player. And so then I think I'll be very happy if these ladies win the WAFCON. I'll be very happy for them if they win, because it's been a long time IAGB. So let's just go have fun and let's just believe in themselves. But what I saw during some matches that they are good to go. They are really good to go.
All right, we told you that keep your messages coming in and we'll be kind enough to read them for you. 050-0500-421. We read a couple of messages that are over here. This one says that my name is Asari. Hey, my namesake from this person trying to pull a prank. My name is Asari from East Legon. I just want to say that Clogsports is always the best. I think this person, I know this person, but
it's a personal message.
It's a personal message. Or person who make a credit. If you know, keep your messages coming in 050-0500-421. That's the number that you can send us a WhatsApp message on, and we'll be kind enough to read them for you. Now we'll be turning our attentions to what we call the UEFA Champions League, our favorite leagues in Europe, the most exciting league, I should say, in world football. That is why Ghanaian football is trying to emulate. That's why African football is trying to emulate. But we are still taking steps to follow them and then follow suit. And yesterday, they played the playoffs, and we saw some of the results come in, some shocking ones as well. We saw Bodo Glimt eliminating Internazionale Milan. Inter Milan has lost just twice in 2026. The two teams that are beating them are Arsenal and then Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt successfully eliminating Internazionale from the UEFA Champions League. This is the first time in 38 years that a Norwegian team has actually made it to the knockout stages of the Champions League, Benito.
It pains me a lot for Inter Milan. I wouldn't want to conclude that the Italian football is shrinking or something. But truthfully, how Bodo Glimt, in fact, they are a blessing club. When you're talking about of 2025, 2026, yes, it's a wonderful year for that particular team. Inter, I do not know their problem. I don't know what is wrong with them, because maybe they can compensate their fans with the Scudetto since they are still leading.
That is if they should win it. Exactly. Monaco are breathing down their necks.
Sure. And
Napoli.
So in that particular game, I knew they would be at the tight corner, because after the first leg, I projected that it would be very difficult for AC Milan to advance, because this Bodo Glimt side, it isn't as if they are slacking, or it wasn't a fluke. They played very well, technically and tactically. They did very well. And Inter going to that game without their main man, Lautaro Martinez, obviously they were going to struggle. And coincidentally, since 2010, they are unable to win the Champions League.
Last year they went all the way to
that
the
is
final.
the problem. Being a finalist a year ago and just one, they weren't able to automatically qualify. Having the playoff as an advantage, they also slipped out. And I question myself that what could be the major reason? And surprisingly, that's their current coach, Christian Chibo. He was part of the team that won lastly for them. That Jose Mourinho side.
Playing left back, right back.
Exactly. And so, as 2010, yes.
2010
so, being a manager right now and imagining that year in about 15, 16 years, it will, relive that particular images to you. That within that period, you played and you won that game against Bayern Munich in that 2-0 drama win. But Inter, they are facing challenges when talking about the European football. I just hope that it wouldn't reflect on their domestic league. So they would probably be able to win. But as you rightly said, it isn't an easy chase for them because Napoli wants to overtake, AC Milan wants to do wonders. But let's see how things unfold. It was just the time for Bodo Glimt, and they executed it very well.
It was just the time for Bodo Glimt, and they executed it very well. Landlord, I'll be coming to you, but we'll be talking about Inter just because you mentioned them. And now let's look at Inter Milan and then their first team players. And let's look at the age profile of the players. Now, their goalkeepers, we have Jan Sommer, and then we have, De Gennaro, and then Martinez Riera. Now, these are the goalkeepers for them. And then when you come to the defenders, we have Acerbi, we have Stefan De Vrij, we have Denzel Dumfries, we have Manuel Akanji, we have Zopolato Neves, we have Jan Bisek, we have Di Marco, we have Mathieu Damien, we have Bastoni. These are their defenders. Now let's go back. Let's take a look at their defenders again. And let's look at the age profiles of their defenders. Now we have Dumfries. Dumfries is in his late 20s. We have Stefan De Vrij, 30s. Acerbi, late 30s. Manuel Akanji, on loan from Manchester City, not their player. We have Zopolato Neves, also or known as Carlos Augusto, also mid-30s. Jan Bisek, mid-20s, that is. Di Marco, almost hitting 30. We have Mathieu Damien, we have Bastoni. All of these people, when you look at their age profiles, it shows that they do not have, and when you look at the starters in the team, especially from defense, are all aged. Now, you cannot perform properly when you want to win things, and then you'll be having in your midfield, with all due respect to them and what they've done, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, all these players are old players, and you end up putting pressure on Nicolo Barella, you end up putting pressure on Andy Diouf, Davide Fratesi, and Luis Enrique Tomas de Lima. You end up putting pressure on them, as well as Sušić and Piotr Zielinski. Now you look at all of these players that I've mentioned, and then you look at their ages. Mkhitaryan, almost 40. Çalhanoğlu,
Jan Sommer is 37.
37 as well. When you look at them, then you wonder if you have as many as at least 10, 15 players out of your whole squad being aged people, although the experience counts. But when it comes to the legs running on the field, now football, it is who covers the most
rounds. Yes,
that wins the game.
Sure.
If I can cover more ground than you, I'm more likely to win the game than you. Look at the most successful clubs right now. They have their age profile 25 and below, or 24 and below. You look at the likes of Real Madrid, you realize that their midfield profile are all players who are under 25. You look at the likes of FC Barcelona, midfield profile, all players under 25. And you look at, these are the teams that they can put pressure on you and play consistently. Now, you look at this, and then the transfer history of Inter Milan. You realize that they did not put in mind, because you now need to replace close to 15 players who are over 30 years. Bringing youth.
That would make sure that definitely be a problem.
So it is telling.
Yeah.
You know, when the players are aged or they are aging, they get to a certain peak, and then you realize that they can't do it anymore for you. Last year, Acerbi did very, very well. That should have been the apex of his career because he's now 39 years, Acerbi. And he's now, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks.
No.
These things happen, landlord. What are your thoughts on Inter Milan?
Well, I think it's not Inter Milan per se, but I think the whole Italian teams, Juventus, Chiellini was almost 38, still playing for Juve. On the Bonucci, AC Milan too was there. Maldini and the Nesta were old, but they were still playing. You know, in Italy, for they have this perspective, say, oh, you're old, you can still play. I think, say, if they don't have the idea, last season these players they were old when they beat Barcelona. But yesterday when I was watching the game with the Prime Canada, I was very happy when this team beats them because. Last season, they really caused Barcelona pain. It was easy. They really caused Barcelona pain because the reason I'm saying they really caused us pain. When I watched the final and I born on ball final, I'm saying, this is what you were going to do, and you left us at the back. But now it's all good. But football is changing, so they need to have a different mindset of these old players. Look at the age difference that you give. It's really, Charlie. Look at this young chap. When you tell an old man that Lamine Yamal is 18 years, he will tell you like a liar. What can say? No, this guy is not playing as 18 years.
Yeah.
So I think they need to have a different mindset, a different mindset towards the game that they are playing at it because they are young chap. Look at this guy, Lautaro Martinez. He's a very good player, but injuries is worrying him. Kobe or Madrid and Barcelona. When I look at Barcelona, they think that Ferran Torres and Lewandowski is old. They are looking for a young striker like Julian Alvarez. So you see what is going on right now. Yeah. So they need fresh blood. Fresh blood like the two of us. So if they come and sign me, stand at right back, playing for them, I'll score. You know my trademark. I will give them a very good player.
Benito, this is what landlord is saying.
Yes, with his perspective on
I want to sign.
No, before you play for Inter and those clubs, Charlie, remember what's all young. I
don't want to play for any local team. I want to go straight.
That is good. It's good to dream big. It is good to dream big. Yes. As landlord rightly said, it is the mindset of all the Italian clubs. You can go through the archives. When those players, Andre Pirlo, then we can name them. When they were seen, they were all above 25, 26.
Yeah. Yes. So would you couple that to why the Italian leagues or the Italian teams are not doing so well when it comes to the European competitions, being the Europa League, being the Champions League, being what's the new one? The one Chelsea won, Conference League.
Okay, Conference League
and the likes. So now you look at the teams that are taking prominence in those particular leagues that I talked, the European competitions, and you look at their age profiles, you realize that the Italians no longer are able to compete enough on that particular front. Do you think it's enough reason?
Yes, it would be part because football has evolved and there are new tricks, there are new tactics. You can have the experience, but stamina will beat you. When you meet Pedri, when you meet Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, you have the experience, yet to me, you see that point, and it is a contributing factor.
Yeah.
There is no way you can cheat nature. Francesco Acerbi will give you that physical presence, but one way or the other, and the experience be better. That is all. Or lucky one side, the other shoulder. Or lucky one side, the other shoulder. And so it has negative influence on their national team too. Because at any point in time, when the Syria isn't up there, it reflects on the Italian national team. Yeah. And you made mention of their transfer history. I'm going to take a second control. No. When you go through their transfer histories, they wouldn't be paying huge sums of money for one player. No. Go and check the amount of money they use in purchasing of Marcus Thuram. You see that point? And it is becoming part of them.
It looks as though when they look at other players that are aged in other leagues, for instance, like a Kevin De Bruyne, and then they create a project attractive enough to bring him in to that particular team. And it's taking a toll on the whole league. So I think it's about time that they have a second look at things. But now let's run to the Champions League fixtures. We'll quickly talk about them, and then we'll find our way out of here. And on 17th February, actually started the playoffs. We saw Galatasaray beat Juventus by 5-2. Benfica losing to Real Madrid at home by 0-1. By a lone goal, I should say. And then we have Monaco leading earlier by 2-0. But then Paris Saint-Germain came from behind to beat them. We have Borussia Dortmund 2, Atlanta 0. Wednesday, we continued by having Karabakh 1, Newcastle 6, Bodo Glimt 3, Inter Milan 1, Club Brugge 3, Atletico Madrid 3, Olympiacos 0 by Leverkusen 0. Yesterday, Tuesday, we continued with the playoffs, and we saw Atletico Madrid beating Club Brugge by 4-1, eliminating them. Bayern Leverkusen playing a goalless draw with Olympiacos, also eliminating them. Inter Milan also were eliminated by Bodo Glimt, as we were just talking about. And then we have Newcastle also eliminating Karabakh 3-2, winning them 9-3 on aggregate. And now today, these are the fixtures, the knockout playoffs, second legs. We have Atalanta, who are trailing from the first leg by 2 goals against Borussia Dortmund. We also have Paris Saint-Germain, who are also leading 3 goals, a slender advantage. But they'll be taking a slender advantage to the Parc des Princes when they play Monaco today at 9 p.m. And we have Juventus, who are trailing by 5-2, hosting Galatasaray. That's going to be an interesting fixture. And the one that everyone is going to have their eyes on is not Juventus, I should say. It's Real Madrid versus Benfica. All football fans are focusing or keeping their eyeballs right on that particular one. Real Madrid versus Benfica. Interesting fixture there. Because Benfica are losing by a 0-0. A goal scored by Vinicius. And we had some racial discrimination complaints in this particular one. So that's going to be an interesting one. Real Madrid are going to come in to have a statement. Vinicius Jr. will have to come in and make a statement. And we'll have Benfica also trying to make sure that they're also making a statement in that particular fixture. Mourinho going back to where he previously served.
It's match of the night because the Mourinho factor, even though he wouldn't be at dugout because he's suspended. Yet he's in Madrid and then wants to guide his boys probably to the knockout stage. And let me say this, Gianluca Prestiani. Mentally, the guy is very tough. With all the threat, with all the warnings,
he's there.
He's still there.
Yesterday
he says, "I am well determined."
Yes.
And Akwe, you've been given provisional sanction, and until the otherwise happen, he wouldn't be playing against Madrid tonight. Still, Waba Madrid.
Is it training?
Hey. Mentally, he's very tough, and Madrid finding by because such players in Madrid, players that are mentally tough, but in this particular game, all odds are favoring Real Madrid. Yes, all odds. It reminds me of last season's situation. It was through knockout stage. Madrid went to the quarterfinals, and then I'm sure they would want to replicate that particular situation. It's been about 3 years now. Madrid are yet to win the Champions League. And
that's a long time for a club like Real Madrid.
Yes, a club like Real Madrid, the most successful team in the Champions League.
But for that
one, factually, I am right.
He's right, 100%.
Madrid wouldn't slack. I know that they would do their due, but especially when they are not too sure of winning the La Liga. But hey, there is an Arsenal. In the Champions League, yes, there is an Arsenal.
There's an Arsenal. Real Madrid must be on the master. On the master. Real Madrid cost no come back from Arsenal. Landlord, all too soon our time is fast spent. Let's have your final comment. We'll have Benito.
Final comment. We thank you people for the feedback you guys have been giving us. It's very massive. We are still on the campaign of traveling to Canada, USA. We are going. So please don't go and give your money to any agent. Today when I came to the studio, I found my rep. I found some beautiful girl in the MIC room. So please, landlord, if I'm not going there, I'll use my money to get married to the lady. So
we are going.
It's unfortunate I don't know her name. So please, when I done, see me at the reception so that I'll take
but landlord.
When I get no offer, the girl is very nice. Joseph, please, your daughter, tell her to get money to me.
Benito,
so please don't use your money to go and give to any agent.
Thank you very much, Benito. You just give your final comments and let's see. I'm
coming on Friday.
Yes.
Coming on Friday.
That's all you have to say now. Okay, so this is how we wrap up sports on Clogsports. You know, it's always interesting. It's always exciting there to have Landlord and Benito in the studios here with me for us to discuss and dissect sports in all angles. This is how we call it a wrap today. We'll see you on Friday at Ivadechi.